Hello! Today we're going to talk about a very interesting subject matter, one that might even be controversial or at least a myth to some extent, but we're going to break through that and talk about female squirting, or some people may call it female ejaculation. I don't really like that term because it really is not about a female ejaculating, and I will explain the process to you in enough detail. Well, hopefully we can wash away some of this myth concerning female squirting. First off, I want to say thank you to subscribing to my videos. And if you have not, please do subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And as always, I appreciate your comments and if you have any suggestions. Now, let's talk about this very interesting subject. Women and the idea that they can have liquid squirting out of their vagina. Now, there's tons of videos on this subject, and some of them are quite interesting, and it looks like she's just, squirting on and on and on. Now, I'm not sure how much of that is real or not. But with the female squirting that I've seen, basically what happens is, number one, it's not urine. A small amount of urine can come out, but this is not about her squirting urine. There are two ducts that are located on either side of the urethra. Now, the urethra is where the woman goes pee. A man goes pee through his urethra too. But there's also many glands throughout the vagina that secrete, kind of like a white substance. And it can be a little or a lot. But a woman can build up her orgasm, and some women can actually have a little bit of a squirting once they have created enough fluid that lays underneath the pad. There's like a pad underneath her urethra. Now, basically, how she builds up to this is kind of a come hither motion. So let's say that you have the vaginal opening. You would be putting your fingers, which would go right about here. So right about here is the G spot. You can feel it. It's a ridgy area. And what you do is kind of a come hither motion. So you're actually building up, and this kind of pad fills with a liquid. Men have it around their prostate, the same type of pad, and so it becomes engorged, it fills with liquid, and you kind of build it up. Now, with some women, when they're having an orgasm, the glands release this buildup that's in here, and it can be released slowly, which is more like a dribble, or it can squirt out with some women. Now, what I've come to find, and this is in my own studies, that these little glands can be, with some women, larger, or they can be smaller. So what you have is the effect of like a hose. So if you're running water through a nozzle that's a little bit bigger, like this, it's going to kind of dribble out. If you're running water through a hose where the nozzle is very, very tiny, you're going to get more of a squirting effect. And some women, because we're all built differently, some women's little openings in the sides of their urethra, these little gland openings, are very, very, very tiny. And so when they have a buildup of liquid, it kind of has a squirting motion when it comes out. Other women, the little opening is a little bit bigger, and so the liquid kind of dribbles out. Or some women, it gushes out. Also depends on how much time that you have spent kind of stimulating yourself, working up the liquid inside of your body. And it can also depend on the time of month too, how your estrogen's doing, if you're a little bit drier, a little bit moister. So this idea that every woman could squirt, every woman should squirt, or some women are having more powerful orgasms because of the squirt than other women, this isn't true. I mean, it really comes down to the fact that you're building up the sensation, and some women build up enough where they have the pressure and that little area in their body is small enough where they can get it to squirt through. And other women don't. And that's really all that I have found it is. Again, it's not urine. It's just the same secretion that you'll find that's located in the other glands inside the vagina. And when you have an orgasm, more of the liquid comes out. And so I want to dispel this myth for women who are thinking that, oh my gosh, there's something wrong with me because I can't squirt. Well, our bodies are just made differently, and I don't want women to feel that there's something wrong with them if they can squirt. It's just that's the way that their body is built. And the pleasure that you get from it is the same either way. It's just a matter of the liquid coming out quicker or a little slower. And the pressure and the buildup is the same too, because once you have the buildup and it comes out, it's either going to come out through a bigger hole or a smaller hole. So anyway, I hope that this dispelled some of the myth on squirting for you, female squirting. And if you have a comment, please leave it. And as you know, I believe everyone deserves to have a healthy sex life. And so do you.